In Advent Flame News for June 13, 2020, Adventist Church is worldwide to collect special offering for COVID-19 response. Advent Health launches first of its kind immunotherapy treatment. And Adventist Church in Kansas City chosen as an essential service as they feed thousands. Hello and welcome to Advent Flame News online and on air. I am Leondre Samuels. Also coming up in this newscast is our meditation for today's feature. Stay tuned for the news in detail. Now to the news. Adventist churches around the world are being asked to collect a special COVID-19 offering on July 11 to support communities devastated by the pandemic. Funds raised by local churches will be used to help respond within their region of the world. And this means that all COVID-19 response offerings given by church members will go to their local division and local fields to fund initiatives to help those suffering from this pandemic. Church members who are interested in helping to promote this special offering can contact their local fields and ask for special resources. These resources include social media ads, a poster, and offering appeals, all of which can be shared to their fellow members. On July 11, church members can mark their tithe envelopes COVID-19 response. And if the local church is unable to meet physically, contributions can still be made by visiting the giving page on their churches, conferences, unions, or divisions website, or go to adventistmission.org/COVID to make a free will donation. Advent Health physicians are the first in the world to launch a pioneering treatment targeting certain blood cancers for patients who have exhausted all other types of therapy. Antigen-specific T-cell therapy, which is the subject of a clinical trial at Advent Health Orlando, uses the immune cells to target cancer cells and provide what is often the final treatment opportunity for people suffering from certain types of leukemia. The first patient to receive this therapy was treated in late April at Advent Health Orlando and is recovering at home. He will be monitored to determine the effectiveness of the treatment, which may take several months. Dr. Mark A. Sosinski, Executive Medical Director of the Advent Health Cancer Institute, said, "Being the first in the world to launch this therapy and to have the lead investigator on our team shows our commitment to personalized medicine, which is the future of cancer care. We're excited to bring this innovative therapy to our patients and allow them to access this potentially life-saving treatment close to home." The antigen-specific T-cell therapy clinical trial and the blood and marrow transplant program are made possible by the generous support of community donors, including the Advent Health Foundation of Central Florida. The New Haven Seventh-day Adventist Church in Overland Park, Kansas, has helped address food security in the greater Kansas City area since 2011. Over the 9-year span, its food pantry, Renewed Hope, has grown from a literal closet filled with food to give the people in need who will happen to drop by the church, to a robust operation that has become a community staple. Mark Tamalay, Associate Pastor of New Haven, said that at first it served 10 to 15 people a week, but then the pantry expanded to up to 800 at a time prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. With a reputation the church has built for nearly a decade as a large, reliable food assistance service for the community, it was deemed an essential service by the local government when stay-at-home orders went into effect. Many smaller pantries operated out of churches were closed under the executive orders. Once word got out that Renewed Hope was one of the few food pantries operating in the area after the the realities of the new coronavirus disease impacted the local economy, the need for food skyrocketed, seemingly overnight. Pastor Tamale said we went from 800 a week to 2,500 people. On our heaviest day, we served more than 4,000 people. Renewed Hope collects and gives away 40,000 to 50,000 pounds of food a week. Sometimes as many as 600 cars are lined up on Tuesday mornings to visit the center. The food pantry provides its clientele with a variety of fresh produce, including bananas, pineapples, lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and more. They also receive beans, rice, bread, and pasta. Clients can also choose from different protein options. Tamale says New Haven is committed to providing food for its community for the long haul. According to local experts, the economic effect on families as a result of COVID-19 will be felt for at least 2 more years. And up next, your meditation for today. The scripture for today comes from Psalm 37 verse 3. Trust in the Lord and do good. Then you will live safely in the land and prosper. Real happiness is found only in being good and doing good. The purest, highest enjoyment comes to those who faithfully fulfill their appointed duties. To all Christ has given the work of ministry. He is the King of glory. Yet he declared, the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister. He is the majesty of heaven, yet he willingly consented to come to this earth to do the work laid upon him by his Father. He has ennobled labor, that he might set us an example of industry. He worked with his hands at the carpenter's trade. From a very early age, he acted his part in sustaining the family. He realized that he was part of the family firm and willingly bore his share of the burdens. And that concludes this week's newscast, recapping the top news stories from the World Adventist Church. Adventist churches worldwide to collect special offering for COVID-19 response. Advent Health launches first of its kind immunotherapy treatment. An Adventist church in Kansas City chosen as an essential service as they feed thousands. The news report was provided by Adventist News Network, and the meditation for today feature was an extract from reConnect magazine. On behalf of all of us here at Advent Flame Media, I am Leandre Samuels. Thank you for tuning in. This was a production of Advent Flame Media. Advent Flame Media, sharing hope, changing lives.